Hello there, flourishes. It is lovely to drop by. I hope that you have been having a fabulous week. And if your week hasn't been going quite as planned, then I hope that you have had some magical moments in your week. Because sometimes a week can feel heavy, it can feel loaded with the things that maybe our bodies don't want to do, or our minds are anxious about, or something is happening in our life that things just aren't working. And those joyful moments can make such a huge difference. And it can be simple things. Tent life has shown me some incredible natural things. And we have seen insects that have just blown my mind, really. We have seen sunrises that are just incredible. We have seen all sorts of amazing natural phenomenon, including the incredible clouds that we have here. They're big, fluffy. You can't see them in the background because the camera does something weird, but some amazing cloud formations. And we've seen the water, the way it ripples, how it can be completely still, and then the wind comes and it just touches the water and it ripples away. So it's been really amazing, this tent life that we've been living. The other really incredible thing is that there's been a whole lot of tiny little frogs this year, and they might be baby toads, but there's a big kind of toady frog thing. It's about this big when they're full size, and there've just been a whole lot of tiny little ones like this big or even smaller. A couple of which I've had on my hand, and they're just so light and tiny. And that's been really nice because that's not something we've seen before. So we've had quite a bit of rain. And so it's really good that frogs and toads are around because it means things are really healthy. So that's been an incredible experience this summer, because I was working out that there's not many days of this summer that I have actually slept not in a tent, in a building, which is also pretty amazing, and something that I think it's changed me, to be quite honest. I think it's changed me in ways that I didn't think it would. And losing that connection to nature, we cut ourselves off in buildings, and we don't feel the breeze in the morning, whether it's cool or warm. We're really noticing, minute changes in the temperature as well. Last night was quite warm, and whereas a few nights ago it was really, really cold. And those fluctuations, you notice even a couple of degrees. Like this morning, it's reasonably warm, despite the fact that I have a long sleeve top on right now. I haven't been and had a swim yet, which is what I've been doing pretty much every day in this tent life that we've been living. I will be writing about it. I'll take some photos because people are a little bit curious at what tent life looks like, but it really is glamping. I know I've said this before. I've been doing some writing, which I think it's conducive to writing being out here. It gives you the space that you need to maybe collect your thoughts and make some kind of coherent sentences out of it. I've been thinking about the stories that I have inside of me and what that might mean. The other thing I've been doing is I have been interviewing incredible, flourishing women. Now, this is really exciting because I have mentioned it before. I am starting a podcast, and the podcast is all about sharing flourishing women's stories, and wherever you are in your journey, because for me, flourishing is not a destination. Flourishing is the journey. It is about finding those things that light you up and make you want to scream yes, or maybe even whisper yes, because not all weeks we're able to have that full body, incredible, reaction. So I invite you to book a time with me. Be brave, and you can chat to me about flourishing. I'm sure that the people I have talked to so far will also say that it was a really lovely experience. I have not got a date yet for when my podcast is going to be released, but it will be within the next few weeks. So I will keep you posted on that. But I am always looking for incredibly amazing, courageous, beautiful, gentle, soft, sad, wonderful, glorious, flucking, flourishing humans to share their stories with me on my up and coming podcast. So that is also exciting. There will be a link in the show notes for you to click and book a time, or fill in a little form, and I'll be in touch with you. If you happen to be watching this and you filled in the form, and you might want to check your spam, because there are a few people who I have emailed but I haven't heard back from them. So if you could do that, I would be eternally grateful. There is a few people who I don't actually know, so that would be really nice. Most of the people I've interviewed so far I've had at least some contact with on the Substack writing platform. Anyway, glorious human beings, give me one small thing that has lit you up this week. Be brave and click that booking form, or not, or just wait to listen to some flourishing stories, and maybe then you'll feel brave. You'll realize that it's not as scary as it seems, because you'll be talking to me. I'm not scary. Look at me. I'm just having a massive hot flush as well. Oh my God. It's like, what is with this fucking maniacal menopausal shit? I'm so over it. Anyway, on that note, I'm gonna go jump in the water before I drip into my chair. Bye.